Alright. Last game, peeps. Final match of Group D. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Cryok, the awesome up-and-comer, or is it gonna be Assault, the man who somehow won last game, going 12 hatch against Nightpool? The good old drop into victory. I like it. It's very very sophisticated strategy, implemented by many a shall we say unsavory player on Fish. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's dirty drop hackers. Anyway, so this is not going to be a rematch. It's going to be Assault versus Cryok for the first time, and it's going to be on Fighting Spirit. So, let us see who's going to take the last slot for today, going to the round of 16. Alright. At the top right as the white Terran, we have Cryok. At the top left as the purple Zerg, we have Assault. Now, I'm not sure if Assault is aware, but in fact, the standard policy for power outages in Broodor is Zerg wins. So, if a repeat happens of last game, then he'll advance. It's good times. Anyway, looks like we have a good old center scout from the Overlord. I'm gonna see if there's any SCVs coming in here, and also perhaps, well, sort of disguise the Overlord scout here as well. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh no, he could just be going towards this natural. Oh, I think that's what he's doing. Ah, okay, never mind. Alright, I think what he's doing actually is sending the first Overlord to the further away natural. And he's going to send the second Overlord to the close natural. Hey! So he doesn't lose an Overlord to a Marine. Nice. Sorry, I got a little bit disoriented, not realizing that the natural is there. But yeah, now that if you look at the actual angle here, he's not going towards the middle. So, that is fun times. Now, Cryok has shown us some interesting games so far. So, of course, in the first game he played against Malkia, he faced a lot of early Zerglings, so he kind of like bunkered his main and then went for a 1-rack expand. And then against Technics, he did a 14cc into Mech. But again, I'm not sure if that was partly the map as well as the fact that he's playing Technics. I wouldn't expect him to do something like that on Fighting Spirit, but I guess we'll see. Meanwhile, Assault is going to go for a 12 hatch here. And looks like Drone Guy is gonna run over, gonna high five the SCV. And it's looking like a 1-rack expand to me. And he's gonna see it's 12 hatch, so he can probably build the command center before making a Marine. That's the nice thing about scouting a 12 hatch straight off the bat. You know, a nice little side position for that spawning pool. And yep, you can see no Marine, and command center. Unless it gets blocked, which would be a bitch. Oh, nope. See, so command center before Marine, I like it. Good old Cryok, doing it right. And let us see. So, otherwise, nothing too crazy going on here. Both players playing at eco. No gas yet for Assault, so he's going to get his third hatchery instead. He's going to build it right there. Right on the edge of the map. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Slightly more protected against drops. Sort of, I guess. Maybe. Ish. But look at this. See, so now he's got one Overlord at each natural, which is what he was allowed or was able to do because he sent that first Overlord down to the bottom left. Although I'm seeing that Baku is saying in the chat that this first Overlord would have gotten owned by an 8-racks. Which is interesting. Anyway, Baku following up with a fast gas, so it looks like he's going to do what he did in game 1 against Malkia, which is just 1-rack expand into +1 4-racks, and just play a very standard game there. Only busting out the special strats for Sir Technics. And looks like, might lose SCV, not quite. I mean, he sees his 3-hatch anyway, so he's got basically all the information he's gonna get. It's almost impossible for the SCVs to survive in time to see whether lurkers or lurkers or mutas. Just gonna poke around a little bit more, but yeah, gonna lose that. So there's the +1 attack for the Marines. Notice Quark hasn't even bothered to build a bunker yet. Is he gonna build one now? Looks like he feels fine not doing it. I mean, it's a pretty nice little arrangement here on Fighting Spirit. No, he's gonna build one anyway. Okay. Just to be safe here, because of course he lost his scouting SCV, so he doesn't know if, you know, maybe Assault is suddenly making Zerglings or something crazy like that. Of course, Malkia did try that earlier on, so Krauk doesn't want to lose anything silly. Especially since this is a deciding game, where it's do or die for these guys. Loser goes home, winner moves on. And we do actually see an academy before additional barracks here. Actually, wait. Oh man, I think that's normal. I keep getting surprised by this whenever I see it, but I think it's completely normal. I do it like every single time too. I don't know why. Don't know what's wrong with me. Just a terrible person. Terrible caster. So Chobo. Chobo. Anyway, I like this SCV scout. So this guy snuck all the way around the 3 o'clock. So I wasn't paying attention earlier, but if you just look at the minimap pattern here, he went all the way around to avoid Zerglings, and now he's going to go sneak around the back and probably get a scout off here. The Sunken, though, might finish in time to block it. It's going to be close. I think it'll finish, though. Oh, no, it's going to get blocked. And no chance. There's even 2 Zerglings on the ramp. That's a lot of drones, though. Nice saturation. Looks like he's got too many there at the natural, not enough on the main, but yeah, it's pretty close. And there's 3 additional barracks. So it looks like Krauk is a big fan of going the 4 racks instead of 5 racks. It's more of a personal, stylistic thing. It's not a huge difference between the builds. Obviously, if you go for only 4 racks, you can get your tech out just a touch faster. And looks like Assault gonna poke a little bit with some speedlings. I doubt he's gonna be able to do anything with these, with that nice little arrangement there. And he's actually built 2 Sunkens already, which is a little bit weird to me. I don't know why he needs both of them so soon. I mean, he's got an Overlord position to see when the Marines move out. You know, I can understand if he wanted to make one to block the SCV scout, but at the very least, you know, leave the second one as a creep. Save yourself the 50 minerals and only make it when you absolutely need it and you see the Marines moving out. But it looks like he's able to build all 9 of his mutas anyway, so it didn't really delay anything. But, you know, it's just one of those small things, small little optimizations you can make. Like, I would rather he have made, you know, 2 creeps instead of that 1 Sunken. So it would cost about the same. It's slightly more for the 2 creeps, but, you know, I think it's slightly more efficient. And so, what do we have? +1 about to finish. Range should hopefully be done by the time the mutas hit, maybe a couple seconds later. I think you can do a stim and run out here, so we're going to try and force an engagement in the middle of the map. You can see pulling Assault's mutas away from his base and forcing them to engage the +1 Marines in open ground, which is always the best place to engage for Marines. If you have to engage around like cliffs and stuff, the mutas have so much terrain to abuse against you. But out here on the map, it's just like pure micro action, no real terrain for them to use. Meanwhile, 3rd base is going up here at the bottom left for Assault, as standard, and then remain able to defend that easily with a few lurkers, and doing a pretty decent job with the mutas. You know, being very circumspect with them, not overcommitting, just trying to pick off what he can, knowing that he doesn't have to do a crazy amount of damage against these Marines, just has to kind of keep them back away from his own base. Even if he doesn't do a ton of damage to the Terran's main, it's not the end of the world, since he did go 3-hatch muta anyway, you know. It's not like he went for 2-hatch muta. He's meanwhile getting a couple of extra Sunken colonies, just because, you know, there is a pretty scary Marine force moving across the map. Ooh, gonna get a little bit caught here by the reinforcement Marines. They're taking a lot of damage, losing 1 of his mutas, so not ideal there. But the 3rd base is now finished for him. So hopefully going to get a couple of lurkers over there. You can see Lurker Aspect on the way. He's just going to run a couple of Hydras down there, make them into lurkers as soon as that's done. And continuing to do damage with these mutas. Notice that he just keeps pulling Cryok's army back, and that's exactly the whole purpose of these mutas. So, so doing a good job there. I mean, he hasn't really done any SEV damage, hasn't done any economic damage, but just by keeping the Marines back, you know, picking off, whittling them down here and there, that's pretty good already. Now these Marines, are heading down towards the third base, it looks like. There's a scan going off at the 9 o'clock. And there's the tail end of a scan here. So now Cryok does know that the base is down there. Ooh, Assault's going to be a little bit careful here. He's going to save these Zerglings. Again, good reaction time. I think we noticed this earlier when he played his EVP against Technics. That's a very good reaction with the Lynx. But oh man, committing with these mutas, losing a lot of them here. Not sure how much stuff he killed there. It's very rarely worth it to commit with pure mutas against Medic Marine. At the very least, you want some Zerglings on the ground. And uh-oh, the Lurkers are not quite done yet. Cryok, if he sees this, he can just go for it and pick them off as they spawn. Oh my god, this could be horrendous for Assault. He's pulling his mutas and Lings back to try and hit from the other side at the same time, but one of the Lurkers vanishes immediately, and the other one, is it going to go down? Yes, it is, before killing a single Marine. Oh my god, and the mutas suicide as well. Assault is in a lot of trouble here. He just suicided the mutas and Lings. They were not quite in time to save the Lurkers, and now he's going to lose his third base as well. Assault just gave up everything there to try and save it, and now he cannot. He's going up to Hive. He's got some Lurkers. He's going for a counterattack now because Cryok's entire army is on the map here. He's got almost nothing at base. I'm a little bit surprised Cryok didn't build a second bunker, actually. It's so common for the Zerg to just counterattack in this kind of situation. He's also floating 1,000 minerals. Cryok losing control of his macro, but look at this. Assault is not committing to the counterattack. He's just burrowing outside the Terran's natural. And now Assault is just in absolutely horrendous shape in this game. He's at 54 supply against 102. Back down to 2 base against 2 base. He has started his Hive, but without a third gas, it's going to be very difficult to afford the Hive tech as well as enough Lurkers to make it worth it. Meanwhile, Cryok just taking up as normal. Again, slipping a little bit on the macro. I'm not sure why. Considering, you know, now that the attack is over, there's not really that much to do. But on the other hand, I guess macroing off, you know, macroing bio is relatively difficult because of the, you know, short Marine build times and whatnot. Anyway, he's moving out here again. If these are stop Lurkers and they kill everything here, that'd be awesome. Are they? Oh my god, they are. Oh, hey! And it looks like the target fire went a little bit messy, so he didn't actually kill everything. Wow, that should have gone a lot better. I don't know how that didn't go better. Definitely. I assume he didn't actually target fire them. If you do stop Lurkers, you shouldn't just like randomly unstop them. You should like try and right-click the Marines. That will get you the maximum amount of splash. But oh well. But yeah, even then, I'm a little bit surprised so many Marines survived. Oh, they have +1. That's why. Oh, they're already 1/1 Marines, so 2 Lurkers don't one-shot them. Because when you have no armor, Lurkers 2-shot Marines, but when you have +1 armor, Lurkers 3-shot them instead. So the 2 Lurkers couldn't one-shot Marines. Oh! Oh, that explains everything. Oh, man. Alright, now I get it. Now I see. Meanwhile, Krog's taking a hit in expansion here. Unfortunately, that's immediately going to get scouted. Meanwhile... Oh my god, these are stop Lurkers too. But there's a vessel there already, so it doesn't matter. Oh, dude. There's already a vessel, man. It's not gonna work. Run away! Run away! Meanwhile, these Lurklings are doing exactly what they're not supposed to be doing, or rather, they're not serving their sole purpose in life, which is to stop that expansion. Oh man, this is so sad. He's got the Lings there. Ah! I guess he can let it finish and then like deny it from mining. So now we've got the big old move out with the first vessel. 132 supply against 77. Are the Defilers on the way? Ooh, Consume Pool is halfway done, so he actually will have Defilers and Consume in time to defend this. Hopefully. He's got very few Lurkers here. He really needs that Consume. Also, Ling's going to clear up the space down here. Oh my god. I really hope he's actually seen that and he's just trolling me. Oh, the first vessel, though, is going to fall! Somehow, the first vessel falls despite being over a lot of Marines. I don't know how that felt. At the very least, the Marines at the back should have shot it. I really am surprised by that. And now Consume is done. He really needs to eat something and just swarm at. Eat something! Overlord, anything! Wow, he actually ate an Overlord. That's a bit interesting. Should have just ate the drone or something. Anyway, there's a swarm, and that's going to keep him alive. It looks like he has seen this command center. Even though it's finished, he's going to force it to lift. So Cryok, although has another command center. Cryok floating is so much money. He's gone for the mech switch now. He's just queuing up units. He's only making vultures. Cryok, dude, macro, le macro. Anyway, he's still doing a good job though. Assault at least has reestablished a third base at the 12 o'clock, and he's got his defiles up, so I can go run around with these things, so that's not going to do anything. Few vultures going to clean up that lane at the bottom right, allow Croc to actually mine from that base. He really should just add like 5 more factories. Like, why not? He's going to be up to 4 base anyway. In the meantime, though, Assault with his defilers, I mean, again, Defilers, awesome unit, allow you to make epic comebacks. But he is, you know, half the supply of his opponent right now. 79 against 155. Really looking tough for Assault. He's not even able to like go Guardians and start harassing this base or anything like that. You know, those kind of common moves on Fighting Spirit. He's really strapped for cash here. And now the Lings. Ooh, man, that would have been cool if they mind bombed that, those few Lings. Unfortunately, just missing the opportunity. So now that 4th base is going to start mining. Nice little Defiler Snipe there from Cryok. A nice plague on the Marines, but man, already grabbed the 2 Defilers, and I don't know how those drones died. I guess they must have been killed by the Irradiate Splash. So basically, I mean, just look at the minimap. Cryok has Assault completely contained. He's got the Medic Marines here blocking this exit, and he's got some more dudes here blocking this exit. They pulled back a little bit because they're all plagued up here. But you know, it's 4 Terran bases against a Zerg's 3. Cryok looks like he's finally adding on the appropriate number of factories, so he's going to be good to go here. He's got the double mech upgrades going on. I mean, he is just happy as can be. Looks like Assault making a bit of headway here outside his natural. Going to kill through these units. Cryok not quite paying attention, but he's already laid a whole bunch of mines out here. So Assault, man, hopefully Assault can deal with these mines better than Malky did. Malky just suicided so many units just running across the map. If you want to go across the map like that, you need to lead with small groups of Zerglings to... Now, what is it with players in Scourging flying buildings? Control your Scourge! Anyway. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so if you're gonna go drops, then go drops. If you're gonna go on the ground, lead with individual Zerglings to clear mines first. You cannot just run across the map with big clumps of Zerglings or Lurkers. And it looks like Assault is getting dropped this time. Hopefully he actually uses it, unlike Malkia, who didn't use it at all. Meanwhile, that is a lot of factories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 factories in the main base now of Cryok to help him really pump out those mech units. You can see he is almost max as well, finally getting that money a little bit lower. He's still over 1,000 minerals, but he's on 4 bases, so I guess it's Meanwhile, expansion attempt getting denied here. Those Folgers could actually even snipe these Defilers if they wanted to. And it looks like Assault is leading with some Zerglings here, sort of doing it right. Still not in the great position. And Cryok just took another base. It's quite funny how exposed these bottom left right 2 bases are. I mean, the only thing defending them is these mines. So if Assault can actually like sneak a drop around the side of the map like this, you could actually deny 2 bases and put Cryok back on his initial 3, which would really help him out a lot. But again, he's got so few units now that it'd be quite a big investment for him to do it. And he keeps building extra hatcheries because he's got excess minerals and he's unable to expand freely. But I don't know if those are really going to help him. He doesn't really have the income to support that many hatcheries anyway. Oh, nice. You know, it's like he's going to run some links towards the bottom right base, but again, the mines are in the way. Although he might make it through. Make it through! And there's a drop, and by drop I mean not. Just kidding. Alright, here we go. Nice Defiler Snipe. I don't know if that was intentional. It was good nonetheless. And what does Assault actually do against this? I mean, the Lurker's good. That's invincible against the tanks. It's not quite in range. We'll kind of stop him. Oh man! By shooting the Spore Colony, the Splash actually killed the Lurker. Oh, that sucks. And that did nothing. And do we have any drops finally? He got drop, right? He definitely got drop. He's just got no units to even drop. He's got Overlords flying around. He's gonna try and hold on with Dark Swarms, but... Oh man, here comes the Radiate. Oh god, here's the Eraser. Oh god, there's no Nidus to run to! Oh shit, Assault! Oh no! Oh no, they're just popping like candy. Oh god, oh the drones! Oh no! No! Oh, that was not good. And the hatchery's gonna die as well. So Salt's got the 9 o'clock, but he is pretty dead. 187 supply against 92. And 3 random Marines from God knows when are actually still alive. I'm gonna run over here and harass this base. I didn't even know there were any Marines left on the map. Meanwhile, Assault's little attempt at a counterattack is not gonna do anything. GG from Assault, and Krayok takes the second slot in Group D and will advance alongside Technics. Congrats to him. Assault and Malkia have been eliminated from the TLS. Oh yeah, Krayok. My boy Krayok. Oh man, Krayok is like the new Mazur for me. Just gonna hype him like crazy. Yes. Whew, alright, so that is all for today's cast. Thank you all very much for watching. Huge thanks again to our sponsors, Razer and Twitch TV, for making this all possible. And a huge thanks, of course, to Team Liquid for doing all the organization. And thanks to all you guys for tuning in. So, yeah, congrats once again to our 4 advancing players, Rams, Bakuryu, Technics, and Krayok. 2 Zergs and 2 Terrans. I like it. It's pretty good balance. I mean, no Protoss, but, you know, we only had 1 Protoss playing today anyway, so whatevs. It's all good. I'm a bit sad that Mazur did get knocked out, but I think we have some pretty exciting games coming up in the round of 16. So that means that next week is going to be the last day of the round of 24. The last 2 groups, E and F, will be played. And then it'll be the round of 16 after that. So, yeah, I hope you guys tune in next week. Also, by the way, Gambit's Cup Finals, Day 3 is going to be tomorrow. The final day, the final series. It's actually 1-1 between SAS and IFU, which is pretty amazing. So if you want to see some awesome Foreigner, Brood, or Team League action, that'll be on tomorrow. I believe 19 CET-ish. It'll be on the calendar, so you can have a look there. And otherwise, thank you all very much again for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week for the last 2 groups. See ya!